Hi, boys and girls. We're going to talk about Earth's four spheres. As you know, Earth is a sphere on its own, which is a three-dimensional circle. And we as scientists can divide it into four spheres. The first of those spheres is the lithosphere. That means everything like the crust, the solid Earth. We're actually going to dig deeper and discuss the geosphere today, which, as you can see on the screen, is underneath the crust. So we'll be talking about the Earth's layers. Then we'll be talking about some types of rocks, which are in the lithosphere, the crust part. And then also we'll be discussing the rock cycle. Okay, so first in our lesson today, we'll be discussing the layers of the Earth. You've seen an image just like this before. I know you have, because at the beginning of the school year, we did a types of models project. And for that models project, you had to look up the layers of the Earth and talk about that and present that to your peers. So I know you've seen an image like this before. Here's another image that some of you may have seen. This is, for example, if we were to cut the Earth open, what would we see on the inside? We see the crust is on the outside. That is the thinnest layer of the crust. If you can, or of the Earth, if you can imagine an apple, that skin on the outside of the apple, how thin that is, that's just like how thin Earth's crust is compared to the rest of the Earth, just like the skin of the apple compared to the rest of the apple. And then we have the mantle. The mantle is the thickest layer of the Earth, and the mantle is made of this mushy rock. So it's not all the way melted to liquid, but it's not rock solid either. It's mushy. Imagine butter that's been sitting out and it's room temperature. It's mushy. Or imagine Play-Doh, able to bend and stretch and move it around. That's called being malleable. So the mantle is malleable. It's kind of this mushy, molten rock. After that, inside we have the outer core. The outer core is pure liquid. It's so hot that it is comprised of, that means it's made of iron and nickel that has been melted completely. So it's liquid, it's able to flow. And then inside that is the hot iron core. Now, it's hotter than the liquid iron and nickel around it, but it's under so much pressure that it's the solid ball. Okay, so that is solid. So the layers again are the crust, the mantle, the outer core, you're making an O for outer, and the inner core, you're making a punch, okay, because it's a solid ball. Now, if we were in class right now, I would have you do this with me. So let's do that again. So put your pointer fingers up. I want you to do it with me. You're coming around, so they meet at the bottom, and you're saying crust. So up at the top again, crust. Now you're changing your hands, okay? And this is to show something thicker, okay? So, and then we do the same thing top to bottom. Mantle. We'll do that again. Mantle. Okay, go back to crust. Crust. Change your hands. Mantle. Then the next layer in is the outer core, which is the O for outer core. Say outer core. Okay, go back to the beginning. 2 pointer fingers. Crust. Change your hands. Mantle. Outer core. And last we have inner core, which is that punch because it's a solid ball. Inner core. So we'll do it all together. Ready? Crust, mantle, outer core, inner core. Very good. So those are the layers of the Earth. Next, we'll be learning about rocks.